Hello and welcome back to another Let's Roleplay of Dragon Age 2. I am Marion Hawk, currently in the Hangman Pub in Lowtown. This is Varric's room, and funny enough, he has no door. I just can't really get over that considering the line of work that he's into. A lot of backroom dealings and not a very lawful. He doesn't live a very lawful life, so yeah, it's interesting.
This is the best tavern in Kirkwall. It could use some cute dwarven serving girls, but otherwise, it's perfect.
Well, you'll have to look out for the dwarven serving girls there. What's in here? A crate. Light helmet. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing what... How much money do I have? 69. Seeing what kind of weapon I could get to upgrade. Because my weapons are... I mean, look at this. 46 per second is not bad. 50 per second. Okay, maybe I'm not. I want to get something a little bit better than this. I mean, this is... total min-maxing OOC territory. But it levels up with me. It looks like ass. It's like a meat cleaver. It's not bad. I just know that there's better colors than this. I'd have to see them. I haven't even seen anything like purple yet. I know that they're out in the game. I don't think I've seen anything purple. I think this is where that guy was at Isabella's. Moth-eaten scarf. Apparently there's things... what am I trying to say? There's people buying them, I guess. Chest complex, dull shiv, ornate rogue's belt. Well, I have pretty good jewelry, actually. So, the Imperial Chantry. Let's read about Sebastian. Companions. No, this is... We need to go to the Codex. What is his letters and notes? We want about characters. Grand Cleric Elthlina. She's the one in the city. We will never have peace unless we try to understand one another. Revered Mother Elthlina assumed the mantle of the Grand Cleric almost 20 years ago. She was responsible for the spiritual well-being of the southern free marches, everything south of Starkhaven and the Minotaur River. She has been a calming presence in the city. Renowned for her kindness and generosity, people will frequently turn to her to mediate disputes, particularly those involving the Templar Order, over whom she holds authority as the Chantry's ranking representative. Some claim that Elthina's advanced age has rendered her ineffective, and that she allows Knight Commander Meredith more leeway with each passing year. Some are calling on the new divine Justinia V to appoint a replacement, but they do so quietly, for Elthina is by far the most beloved priest the city has ever known. Understandable. So there's a lot of people after the deep roads. So I see Isabella. Let's see. Isabella spent the last several years trying to track down the relic that she lost in the shipwreck. She believes that it's still in Kirkwall, though why she thinks so is a mystery, despite her insistence that she's keeping a low profile to avoid her old employer, Castellan. Isabella seems to go out of her way to cause trouble. Recently, one of her duels evolved into a bar brawl that's then spilled out into Lowtown, involving over 20 people. Holy. The fracas caused a great deal of damage to several merchant stalls. Isabella spent the next 2 weeks in the brig. Guard Captain Aveline allowed her release, but not before extracting a promise that Isabella would not duel on public property again. Whether Isabella actually keeps this promise remains to be seen. And let's go to Sebastian. Sebastian has spent the last 3 years advancing his campaign to retake Starkhaven. He has been traveling extensively between Kirkwall and other free march cities, attempting to recruit sufficient allies to build an army. With Marion securing the Hawk family a place among Kirkwall's nobility, the two have crossed paths a few times, but an exiled prince like Sebastian has far better access than Marion to the Viscount and other heads of state. So far, though, few families have agreed to support Sebastian with actual troops, leaving him in a difficult position of trying to retake his city with no army. Okay, then we have Varric, I just saw. Varric after the deep roads. Bianca sends her regards. If you remember, that is his crossbow. He named it. Special crossbow, only he has. Bartrand vanished after the deep roads expedition, and Varric had to divert his attention from searching for his wayward brother to keeping the now abandoned family business from falling apart. His brother just took off. Varric now occupies his brother's seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild, technically. He rarely attends guild meetings, and is hardly ever seen actually occupying the chair in their hall that belongs to House Tethras. He prefers to run the Tethras financial empire from his suite at the Hanged Man, and he never replies to his mail. Interesting. Okay, what's this door? Oh, here's the guy.
Need a little special something for that special someone.
You mean poison?
Don't ingest the merchandise.
Of course not.
It's not recommended.
His contraband. Okay, so he actually sells things. No armor. So these are actually worth a gold. What am I wearing? I think I'm wearing all green armor. These are silver, which aren't very good. So I could sell this brass nug charm. Okay, let's close the door here. Maybe this is his proper room. Another moth-eaten scarf. So torn trousers and moth-eaten scarves. There is a market for those. Yeah, I'm still trying to remember the name of the guy who Sebastian Bale looks like. It's bothering me. I'm gonna go look it up right now. Be right back. Alright, it is Matthew McConaughey. That's who he reminds me of. I think so. Just a little bit. Not completely, but a little bit. He reminds me of him. Okay, Seekers of Truth. What's this? Sir Whitmore, when I mentioned powers greater than the Templars, I didn't mean the Chantry. Sure, they command the Templars, but that was not always so. The Inquisition once hunted heretics and cultists as well as mages, and their reign of terror ended only with the inception of the Circle of the Magi. They became the Templar Order, for good or ill, the Watchers of the Mages, and the martial arm of the Chantry. It was a mutually beneficial arrangement, but few know that the Chantry created yet another order to watch over the Templars, the Seekers of Truth. I know little of them myself, but I can say the following things with certainty. They serve the divine, and they are feared. When a Seeker steps from the shadows, Templars run for cover, because why would he come unless the Templars somehow failed in their duties? Seekers are extremely effective investigating abuses within the Circle and hunting particularly evasive apostates. It's said they are immune to a blood mage's mind control and possess the ability to read minds or erase memories, but this is likely exaggeration. So we return to my original dilemma. Who watches powers greater than that of the Templars? One assumes it's the divine, but how much could she know about their activities when their very existence is a mystery to most? A letter from unknown priest found in the Grand Cathedral Archives, 880 Blessed. Okay, so...
Meredith makes blankets from the hair of dead mages to keep her warm in the winter.
Meredith makes blankets from the hair of dead mages to keep her warm in the winter. Awesome. Okay, so Isabella...
Why do you always win at cards?
Because I cheat, kitten. This trinket, it's elven, isn't it? From your clan. Don't bet anything you're not prepared to lose. Here, have it back. A jigger of your finest whiskey for my friend over here. The Hanged Man's finest isn't much, but it'll get you just as drunk as anything you'll find in Hightown.
That's generous of you.
What's coin if not for spending, eh?
You could save up to buy yourself a new ship.
There you go, ruining our fun with good sense. I thought I'd have to watch myself around you, but as it turns out, you're all right.
What do you mean I'm all right?
You don't judge people. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You know, little things like that. If I had someone like you on board my ship when the storm hit, maybe we wouldn't have been shipwrecked.
If you hadn't been shipwrecked, we wouldn't have met. That would have been a shame.
I'll drink to that.
Oh, very good friendship with Isabella. Holy. I can't look at her now, she's not in the group, but... Okay, so let's... This is the maid.
Not if you were the last man in the free marches.
Somebody's hitting
You
on her.
spend a lot of time here, don't you?
Yes, I came for a drink too, I forgot about that.
Don't mind the drunks. They're friendlier than they look. And they don't bite.
I've got
Much.
knives. I don't care. I'm not afraid of them.
Just passing through your fine establishment.
You haven't seen our little patrons yet.
Maker, I wish.
Actually, that's my second drink. Isabella gave me one too. Okay. That's okay. Let's gather my party. Let's take Meryl along with us. I think Aveline can go... Oh, we don't have a tank. Yeah, no, we'll keep Aveline. Yeah, sounds good to me. Meryl. Meryl's gained a season. She's gained 2 seasons, actually. So let's take her willpower up. Magic up to 32, and let's take Constitution up. She needs. Okay, so yeah, she does have the elemental tree, but we're so invested in other things like, was it Primal? The mage commands earth and sky, so electricity and like stone fist, like using the earth, rock armor. Galvanism. The mage masters the powers of earth and sky, inflicting greater electricity damage and learning more effective forms of the stone-based spells in the school. Physical damage 125% for stone fist. Armor 125 for rock. Yeah, duration for petrify is up 125%. Electricity damage 25%, and mana regen rate up +10. It's passive. That's absolutely awesome. That's the end of the tree, so it better be something nice. Now, what else were we looking at? Well, she doesn't fit into any of the... she neither out rival or friendship, so I know I want to go in here too, but well, we did put some points in here. I actually might take this out. The Spirit Bolt is not necessary. Death Sight and Walking Bomb. What does that do? Walking Bomb. The mage causes an enemy with an effect, curses an enemy with an effect that turns the victim's own body into a weapon. If the enemy dies while the spell is active, it explodes, harming all other foes nearby. That's kind of neat, actually. But I was putting more points into this one. Okay, Hex of Torment. The mage curses the enemy, increasing damage from all sources for a short time. All successful strikes against the cursed target become automatic critical hits. Oh, wow. That's... Oh, I need another point. Something else to do it. So she can put people to sleep. Misdirection, Hex, binding spell that makes an enemy likely to miss and prevents it from inflicting critical hits. That's actually really good. I'm going to do that. When enemies try to come up and attack her, I'm going to have her use Misdirection Hex. And that should work out quite well. How much more time is there on the video? Okay, so... Yeah, that should work out. I have to talk to her about that, about using that. Okay, so we have people... Fenris, Anders, Repentance. Company Sebastian, Lady Harriman's estate to learn why she hired Flint Company to murder his family. We're going to go speak to Fenris. Save Anders for last, I guess. I don't really like him. Fenris's mansion. Stunned enemies aren't just immobilized. Once they recover, they will also have lost track of who they were attacking and may pick a new target. Oh, didn't know that. Yeah, the statue in my place is it's like one of these statues of this old Dementor. Terrible, terrible place. I don't really like Dementor mages because of all the blood magic. In fact, they're extremely unpopular all over the continent, so I'm not the only one to hold that view. Despite Aiden Kuzan not liking them either.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
You whore.
3 years. There's still no sign of Denarius. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion? It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Denarius killed him. Either way, if Denarius is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Isn't this what you wanted?
Yes, but... Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
What I've done.
You start over. Isn't that what you want?
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings, the lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
Starting to like him. You really don't remember? Oh, I'm going to say they could be.
I might be able to help with your problems. Or give you a few more.
More problems than you normally do, I assume. You're a beautiful woman, Hawk. Is there no one else who has your attention?
I am an attentive woman.
I'm an escaped slave and an elf, living in a borrowed mansion. None of those things bother you.
Why do you think that would bother me?
You are not most people, clearly. You raise an interesting point. I'll have to consider it.
Consider it. That actually turned him rival against me, trying to make him like me more. That's hilarious, actually. There is... See, that's a problem, though, because he's going back and forth. I don't think it's going to show... It won't show all the list. I need to look at character, actually. Yeah, so... Despite me wanting Meryl to go rival, she's actually gone more on the friendship side. Sebastian's right in the middle, because nothing much has happened. Aveline is definitely going into the friendship area. But Varric and Isabella and Bethany were... Well, Varric and Isabella are strongly in the friendship area. Bethany, of course, was all the way. Okay, so we are in... There's only one person left to go visit. Anders' clinic. Let's go see what this fool has to say. I'm still not fond of the man. Nothing much has changed here in 3 years. Still has his clinic.
Don't come running to me next time you pick up one of these diseases.
Isn't that the point of magic?
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to know.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
I can't say you've been keeping a low profile.
The Knight Commander is out of control. Even her own people have been talking about it. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
Is that making it harder for you? With justice?
In the Fade, there is no time. Emotion rules everything. Justice doesn't know how to sit idle until the right moment to strike. And I can't say I have any greater patience. I fear what my anger has made of my friend.
You chose to merge with him. Only you can make it work.
I am trying. I have not attacked the Templars openly. I've helped the mages here as best I can, but this impasse cannot last. One day, everyone in Kirk will have to choose a side.
Openly, huh? I don't know about him. I'm starting to think I better keep an eye on him, though, because he is actually quite a powerful mage. Deathroot. More crafting resource. He's a powerful mage, and I'm worried that unchecked something could happen. So, I don't think there's anything else. And I hate coming here. Actually, Dark Town. At night, it's even worse. And no, I'm not turning into a snob. I've just never liked it. Well, that's everyone to visit. Let's go to the docks. Yeah, we'll go to the docks. There's a canary here. Kunari here.
You are Hawk. A patrol went missing along the wounded coast. The Arashok says you have some semblance of honor. So tell me, did you kill them?
He knows about what happened with Kitojin.
If I did kill them, why would I tell you? You'd just attack me.
I seek an answer to a question. What has happened to the missing Karatam? Vengeance is not relevant to this task.
I haven't killed any Kunari recently. Mind your tone, or that could change.
I believe you. If you are not responsible, I waste my time here.
Lost Patrol. Found out what happened to the Kunari Patrol that went missing. Okay, so it actually wasn't me. He wasn't referring to it. I thought I mean, it's been 3 years. I thought that was quite a while. But the Arashok wants to speak to me. And I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see the Arashok in the next video.